Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video on Balboabtw. Instead of this video, I do want to talk about a type soul copy coming out this Saturday. In my opinion, this is like the best type soul copy, and I'm assuming a lot of you guys are going to start playing copies and stuff like that. Because type soul, we all know it's coming out pretty soon, right? I believe maybe this month, maybe early next month, we should be getting type soul out. So obviously, a lot of you guys aren't gonna like. Nobody wants to be washed when the game comes out and just lose to the people that were playing copies the whole time. So inside of this video, I do want to talk about this copy. It's all types of SEGUNDA. All the links for it will be inside the description down below. If you guys end up enjoying the video, like, subscribe, do all that. And yeah, without further ado, let's just get right into it. First, before we actually get into the copy, I do want to talk about type soul. I have been hearing a lot of Soulians say that it's going to be late July. If that's true, we're cooked. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why they would do late July. I'm just gonna give you guys all the heads up that I do here, but I have heard a lot of Soulians say that it might be late July. So that would be kind of cooked, but let's just pray that it is soon, like they said, and it comes out like late June, early July. But yeah, anyways, to talk about the copy, right? Basically, it's type soul copy. Nothing's gonna be like that different. But they did say that they're supposed to be updating like daily almost. Changing stuff, revamping stuff, adding custom sheet ties, things like that, relevant content that will like actually be something to play with, right? Compared to other copies, I know most copies right now don't even update, or just don't release, right? I believe there's a few copies out right now, and none of them really update like at all. They did say that they're going to be updating basically daily to add custom content. So as far as new sheet ties, resurrections, drifts, weapons, skills, things like that, they already have a lot of custom stuff already inside the game that you guys can go play with and test out. So it is going to feel a little bit different than type soul because obviously there will be custom things. But they did say that they're not going to have spec like demons out running around the game. That's a lot of other things that other copies do, is they let people buy specs or like other things like that. And most of the game is just full of spec carried people, and nobody really uses normal stuff. They said that this game won't be like that. So basically there's going to be a limit to how many like specs you can have. I believe like one spec per person, so nobody's gonna be like running a full spec loadout and just killing everyone in like one hit, which is good because most copies they just let people buy whatever they want, and then they end up having a whole hotbar of specs and literally nobody's having fun. And then the most important thing they said about this copy is the fact that they're actually gonna have a quest for True Bankai. So True Bankai will be a quest, everyone will be able to obtain it. I don't know how hard it's going to be, but just know that there will be True Bankai attainment because it is coming out inside main type soul, so there's no real point to really like gatekeep it anymore. They're gonna do their own quests. Obviously, it will not be the same quest as main type soul because nobody knows what quest main type soul is gonna be doing. But it'll kind of just like prepare you, I guess. And then obviously you can use the True Bankai as well, which will be pretty cool. But yeah, this copy, like I said, it will be coming out Saturday, so basically tomorrow. As well as Runeslayer coming out tomorrow. I'll be live streaming that. I might live stream Type SEGUNDA. It kind of just depends. If Runeslayer flops, then I'll live stream Type SEGUNDA. I might live stream it anyways for a little bit, but most of my videos after tomorrow are going to be heavily focused on Runeslayer, probably until main Type Soul does come out. But I kind of just wanted to post this video to let you guys know that there is a copy coming out. I know a lot of people have been looking for copies recently of Type Soul, because like I said, they don't want to be washed when the game releases. Nobody is going to want to go into Type Soul in their first automatic focus, instead of it being Hellverse or something like that, is going to be learning how to like parry again, or learning the parry timing, or just learning the general combat. Nobody's really going to want to do that. That's why I personally been playing copies a little bit, and why basically almost everyone that I know that was like heavily into Type Soul has kind of been playing copies recently, because they don't want to go back into main Type Soul, and their first thing that they're trying to do is load up ranked to like get unwashed, right? Nobody wants to do that. So that's kind of why I'm promoting this copy and things like that. Plus, they did say that they're updating every day. They're going to be adding a lot of custom stuff, and it's actually going to be like an enjoyable experience, unlike most other copies where, it's kind of just spec demons running around killing everyone and things like that. So like I said, Saturday will be the release for that. Now I kind of do, like I said at the very beginning, I do want to talk about Type Soul a little bit, because Type Soul, a lot of Soulians and other people like that have been saying that it's going to be coming out like late July. I don't know if you should 100% believe that, because a lot of other people have been saying that it's coming out in the next few weeks. Everyone's saying something different, right? Nobody will completely know until Cetro makes the announcement and gives the release date. And it is early June right now. We're not even past the first week of June, and it seems like the game's coming out soon, right? They're sneaking stuff like every day. They're telling us stuff. I know that there's not going to be a data wipe, but I believe your first slot is going to be locked and just a lot of other stuff. I know a lot of your inventory will be limited to one item. So if you had like 10 hod frads or 10 true hods, whatever, more than likely when you load in, you're only going to have one. Like, they are doing and saying a lot for the game. But at the same time, I haven't been seeing a lot of testers in or anything like that. I haven't heard any content creators talking about them playing the game. Really, no Solians really talking that much either. So it could be late July. If it is late July, I have no idea why they would have released then. Because then you get like 2 weeks to play it if you go to school. And then boom, your summer break's over. It would be fine. Late July is not the worst release date. Obviously, they could take longer. But it is a pretty bad time to release. I'm not gonna lie. I would definitely prefer like a mid-June, late June, and then have the whole July to play it. I don't know. I have no idea. All I'm saying is if it's my birthday, because if you guys don't remember, last year at my birthday was like peak Cetro leaving or Cetro getting fired drama time. If it's my birthday and the game is still not out, that would be kind of crazy. I'm not, because that would almost be like a whole year since the game went down. So hopefully we did it early June, early July, late June. Maybe even mid-June. Maybe it comes out next week, 2 weeks from now. We'll have to see. I do know that we do have Runeslayer, though. Runeslayer will basically have to keep us entertained for basically like a month. And then Type Soul should come out. So we'll kind of just have to hope that Runeslayer actually has a lot of content. Because other than that, like I said, you can play Type Segunda if you want to get unwashed or anything. Me personally, I'm only going to really like heavily focus playing copies when it's like the release date's announced. Because normally they announce the release date like a week before. If you do want to play Type Segunda, like I said, all the links for that will be inside the description down below. Type Soul, we have no idea where it is. I'm not going to lie. They keep saying soon, soon, soon. Until we see that release date, I wouldn't believe it. Obviously, we do know that it's not going to take anything more than like 2 months. But it's bad, bro. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that they've already touched this long, the game's been closed. I don't know if you guys know this, but the game's already been closed for like 8 months. And we have still not gotten it. They said we're going for a summer release. We are in the... I wouldn't say the middle of summer. But summer's definitely been started for a little bit already. And we still don't have the game. So hopefully we do get it soon. If not, I mean, hey, you guys can play Type Segunda. It's going to be the same thing. It's in the update daily. You guys can get True Bankai and play that. So we'll kind of just have to wait and see to see how everything goes. If you guys ended up enjoying the video, like, subscribe, do all that. I will be live tomorrow playing Runeslayer. And I might be live the next day playing Type Segunda and showing you guys what the game is and things like that. If not, then I'll probably be live on Runeslayer. I'll probably be live this whole week playing Runeslayer in the update. So you guys can kind of just stay tuned and join my Discord for all that. But yeah, without further ado, peace.